What up? Episode 39. I can't believe I'm doing this in public. I'm gonna look like a motherfucking alien right now. That looks pretty alien-tastic. This is certainly not the best idea for a podcast to do it outside. Hopefully that wind blocker's working a little bit. I wanted to originally just have the episode start with the live show I'm about to play, but now that I'm here, and with all these people, there's all these people here, not that many people, maybe 40 people, I'm exaggerating by about 10 people, there's maybe 35, but I want to go play. I don't want to wait 45 minutes to play. I'd rather just keep playing, get my vocals going, all that good stuff. But I was thinking I'm going to start the podcast here. I'm going to do a podcast episode on stage. And the guy wants me to do 30 minutes. I don't get it. 30 minutes. I want to do more than that. But whatever. That's the greed. That's the golem I talked about last episode. So I was going to start the episode and be like, I'm going to be really honest and have this big kind of conversation with the audience. Just be really honest and upfront, like immediately. And then I was like, I don't know about that. I was going to talk about like, what are the two major things? Also, I've had a joke. Why don't fucking the guitar... all these guys that are hanging themselves, why don't they hang themselves with guitar cord? I mean, it's right there. It's right in front of your face. The symbolism, it's right there. Jesus. How have they not done that? Like, blah, blah. It's perfect. It's so melodramatic. People should totally hang themselves with guitar cords if they're going to hang themselves, and they're rock stars. Anyway, that's maybe rude. But I was going to talk about my addiction to food and my overwhelming desire for female approval. But now I'm like, I don't know. I think I'm just going to sing my songs, but at the same time, I feel like I look insane. I feel like I look like a killer. I look like a killer, dude. I look at myself and I'm like, I kill people. Like, lose 10 pounds, I'm the bad guy in the movie. Lose 10 pounds and I look like the serial killer, basically. But I was going to talk about that, but that's two things, so food and women. But what am I doing? What am I covering up? What dislike in myself am I trying to use the dopamine from sugar to cover up, and maybe even the dopamine rush from women, but also everything that comes along with that, the approval, the affection. What am I really trying to cover up? Is it a fear of death, a fear of insignificance, a fear of failure, a fear of trying, a fear? I just wanted to add that one. I don't really know, but I know those are big parts of me where I have a hard time. I'm going to have a confession right now. I have a hard time with food and I have a hard time with women. I'm not very good at those two things. And they're big deals. They're really big deals. Think about women and men. They have babies to have humanity continue. Boom, that's a big deal. Food. You eat food so that you as a person inside of humanity can continue. Boom. That's a big deal. Lots of booms right there. So I just feel like I need to figure out shit. I look like a dinosaur. Did I mention I'm really hot? The moon is really pretty. And I guess, I don't know, I just wanted to come out here and have a quick mini-so before I get on stage. Sing some songs, sing songs about girls. I'm writing more songs kind of about food. That sounds weird. Not like Weird Al or anything, but like I'm writing more songs dealing with like that kind of food addiction. Just because it's weird. It's something that's so prevalent right now in my thoughts. Hey, little mouse. Do you think I don't see you? See that little mouse? Dude, I know it's racist as fuck, but I just feel like this place back here is just like, I can't, and I'm not even gonna say it because I can't describe it. But I mean, apparently no rush to get down here. So whatever. You're in no rush if you're watching this show. This show is a meanderer. All right. Well, let's go inside. Let's go inside. Play some shows. Some songs about girls. And I might even write a song about that little tiny mice right there.
Ooh, baby, I love you every day. I wanna tell you I love you Ooh, baby, I love you every day. I wanna tell you I love you Dum 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 dum. How's the market going? Sounds good. Sounds good. Y'all set? It might be a little bit, see how it's doing that? It's gonna do that when I sing, for sure. So I don't know if there's a way to make it not. Check fun times at the same, dear heart and Travis Hayes. Fun times at the same. Ooh, that sounded better. We're having good times at the same. Something about your taint. Oh, sugar dumb. All right, folks. My name is John White. I'm opening up this evening. Thank you very much. This song, Sir Taylor Swift wrote it. Looking at it now, all seems so simple. We were lying on your couch. I remember. Took the Polaroid of us, and we discovered the rest of the world was black and white. We were in flaming color. I remember thinking, are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear? Are we in the clear? Are we in the clear? In the clear? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear? Are we in the clear? Are we in the clear? In the clear? Good. December like we stood a chance. Through paper airplanes flying, flying, flying. And I remember thinking, how we out of the woods, how we out of the woods, how we out of the woods, how we out of the woods. How we in the clear, how we in the clear, how we in the clear, in the clear. How we out of the woods, how we out of the woods, how we out of the woods, how we out of the woods. How we in the clear, how we in the clear, in the clear, in the clear. Remember when you hit the streets very soon, 20 stitches in a hospital room. When you started crying, baby, I did too. When the sun came up, I was looking at you. Nothing to do, when you were playing through a beat. Nothing about when you were setting me free. And the monsters turned out to be just trees. When the sun came up, you were looking at me. You were looking at me. And I remember thinking, how we out of the woods, how we out of the woods, how we out of the woods, how we out of the woods. How we in the clear, how we in the clear, how we in the clear, in the clear. How we out of the woods, how we out of the woods, how we out of the woods, how we out of the woods. How we in the clear, in the clear, how we in the clear, in the clear. Thanks Taylor Swift for writing cool songs. She's a babe too. She could write songs about me, dude. I don't give up. I would love that shit, man.
Where are you from that? Oh, okay. Just check.
The song is called Kiss You,
Alright, bye.
which I'm guessing is the reason why most people got out of the house today. To hear music, but more importantly, to try to get kissed. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna hold you late into the night. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss you, babe. That's why I drag my car through the night. Call my friends up. Now nothing but woke up. What makes true love? Is it a bond that can't be broken? Well, I need your love. That's why tonight I'm racing for at the finish line. I know you're there, I know you're waiting. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna hold you late into the night. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss you, babe. That's why I drag my car through the night. The sunburst towers burn. The smoke it starts to billow. And now it's my turn. Here's my shot. Here's my only window. I speed up, floating pedal to the meadow. And one half my you'll and you'll be mine. I'll make your clothes unravel. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna hold you, baby, through the night. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss you, babe. That's why I drag my car through the night. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna hold you, baby, through the night. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss you, babe. Now behold you late into the night. I see the white lines, your hair waving behind me. I feel so alive. Oh girl, I want you. It's blurred to my sight, but you're clear inside. And now the lead's mine, oh mine. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss wanna hold you late into the night. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna hold you late into the night. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss you, babe. Now let me hold you late into the night. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna hold you late into the night. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna kiss you, babe. I wanna hold you late into the night. Thank you. Kissing's fun, because kissing, we all came from kissing, you know? We're all babies from sex.
That's how it works. Yes.
I've yet to have sex with someone I haven't kissed, but there's always tomorrow. This song is called Blonde Queen, and I wrote it about this girl that I liked, and she was the first blonde I liked. I was like, that's weird. Why do I? What's up with blondes? And now it's like, you know, when your friend buys a car and you see that car everywhere. That's how blondes are now. I love blondes, dude. So, the song is called Blonde Queen. I like to be with you. I like to be with you. The way we talk so smooth. It comes so natural too. I wanna show you how the lights blink in. When I'm near you, all the sun's gonna shine my way, illuminating off of you, especially your hairdo. And you are my blonde queen. Oh, oh, darling. Oh, you are my blonde queen. Oh, darling. I like to be with you. I like to be with you. The way you look so good. Is that not too true? I wanna tell you how the lights blinking. that's why it didn't work out with us. It's like, if it was a little bit better of a song, I would have liked you back. Don't my left arm fence me. Don't my arm defends me. Don't my heart it offends me. I'm still here. Don't my pictures offend me. And when I linger, I offend me. Ooh, those my fingers, they offend me. But I'm still here. And I won't go home. No, I won't. No, I won't go home. No, I won't. And no, my legs, they offend me. And when I beg, I offend me. Oh, every day I offend me. I'm still here. And all my teeth, they offend me. When I eat, I offend me. Oh, of course, my feet, they offend me. But I'm still here. And don't go home. No, I won't. Baby, I won't go home. No, I won't. So here's another one. And it's the song, normally it's a duet, a man and a woman, if we're allowed to say those terms anymore. But that's normally how it's worked out, and I don't have a lady here, so I'll just do it here, and I'll do her part, and I'll try to sing like a lady. Alright, here it goes. It's not going to sound at all. Girl, let me appease you. Girl, I beseech you. Open your door and I'll show you I'm more than a speech brew. Arms out to reach you. You open yours, oh girl, I'd break walls. I would move mountains and I'd cross the ocean to be with you, girl. Oh, I'd break walls. I would move mountains. I'd cross the ocean to be with you, girl. But guys will say almost anything to get that sweet, sweet lady juice. So the girl's reply is like, boy, if I had a dime for every time I've been fed words, I'd be a rich girl. Why should I see you or even believe you? What are your words worth? Are you sure you break walls? Are you sure you break mountains? Would you cross the ocean to be with me, boy? Are you sure you break walls? Would you move mountains? Would you cross the ocean to be with me, boy? And then I'm all like, baby, you can think what you want, you can think what try. 'Cause if I don't know how you live without the reason right now. Thanks so much. My name is the John Whites. Thank you.
What up, Mo? What up, dogs? I was gonna say, what up, motherfuckers? I guess you can kind of see. You know what we need to add? Crime and Punishment. I haven't read this. Will I ever read it? I don't know. I've been reading 2 books a month though, and that's been fun. That's been a good fucking kind of goal to do. So right before I recorded this podcast, they killed a spider. Kind of freaked me out. Kind of freaked me the fuck out. So I played a show just barely on this episode, and I'm gonna cut it up because I didn't like the show, and it made me mad that I didn't do my best. And the reason, and there was just some fucking psychological warfare. It was funny. I made a set list, and I was like, all right, I got my fucking set list, and normally I don't make set lists. Normally I just do the songs. But a lot of times what sucks is like you end up just doing songs, a lot of the same songs. You don't think, oh, that'd be cool to do that song. So I just kind of made a cool set list. I didn't know how long I had, but I was like, these songs are all going to be good to play. And there was like 2 songs on there that I wanted to play that are kind of new. One's Blonde Queen. One's called Blonde Queen. I wrote it on this podcast actually, and then one of the other one, I'm finishing it off the podcast, but the other one is called Your Kiss. And I kind of got the brave idea, like, oh, I'll play these songs live, but they weren't ready, and so they became very apparent to me. But I played them live, they weren't ready. Part of the reason why the show wasn't so good. But I came home, or the next day, it's just my fucking posture, man. How do I fucking figure this shit out? And so either that night or the next day, like I was like, fuck, I wrote those songs. Like I was watching Insecure, and I was like halfway through episode 1 of season 2, and I paused it because I was just like super inspired. It's a great pilot, and or not pilot, but just a great way to open the season. And I paused it, and I went and I finished those 2 songs, and I finished a song called Marina. Not finished it, but I wrote the middle 8 or the emotional apex of the song. And so I kind of worked on and finished these songs, and now Your Kiss, which is a song that's pretty old. I mean, whatever. It's older. I don't know exactly when I wrote it, but it's like one of my most. I'm so excited about it, but I just didn't have the lyrics to it. And then I finished the lyrics, and so it's kind of weird, you know, that it's a frustrating bad show, but it also showed a flaw in a couple things I was doing, and now I can fix those. So that's how I'm gonna think of it. And luckily there weren't that many people there, but I still should have done better, and it kind of bums me out. And I mean, I just need to go on tour. I don't really play that many shows. It was like the first show I played in a month and a half, probably. And you're opening up the whatever. I'm not gonna sit here and make excuses, but I need to fucking go on tour. I need to play a lot more shows. Like, I need to get way better at being live. I just do. And there's like, I don't know. That's just a part of the dealio. Oh, there's my marijuana. I woke up so fucking angry this morning. Like, I woke up pissed. I woke up a pissed motherfucker. And this post, I don't know why this post was like, I don't know if you can really see it. It's so bright. But this post has helped me get in a better mood. She's this babe, and it's like her before and actor thing. Her sign is Chrissy, CHRISSY, Dask Fitness. She's just real fucking beautiful, and I love her attitude. She's just cool. There's like a couple ladies from Australia that I follow that are these bodybuilding women, and they just inspire me, dude. I don't want to I don't put the guys on there because the guys are just so fucking fit. It's like it's kind of intimidating. So maybe that's what girls should do too, like follow the guys. I don't know, but I follow these 2 ladies, and they're awesome, and they're just. The other one, hold on, let me find the other one, because it's Sophie Active, but I want to make sure I got the spelling right, because she's my favorite by far. No, now Chrissy Dank's getting up there, but hold on. Where you at, Sophie? Sophie Active Life. She's so fine. She is so fine. And she used to be brunette, but now she's dyeing her hair. Man, I feel like such a pervert. But she puts, look, they help, they're inspiring. What are you gonna say? She's fucking gorgeous. I mean, she's very beautiful. And then they have these videos where they talk, because they have their little Instagram thingies. And then you get to listen to their cute accents. Oi, my throat. I don't even know what accent that was. Look, I'll show you right now.
But I think I'm going to be able to get to work, which is good. I actually hate missing my client sessions, so...
She's so fine, she's so fine. And then you get to hear it. She has a cold, as you can tell. It's a fucking, social media is weird as fuck.
But whatever. Oh yeah, so I woke up in a pissed off mood. That post kind of helped me. It was just a post about, I don't know, some people, they're not like super dramatic. Some people are like super dramatic. They're just like very, yeah, you work hard. And, you know, this was me. I didn't blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Oh, I should just read the post. You're like 8 minutes of this podcast has been me just talking about Chrissy Desk. That's it. Recomp. There are 6 years between the first and the last photo. And over time I trained in various different ways, but for the past 3 years I've had specific control of my calories, and the majority of my training has been weight-based. I'm proud to say I've never used skinny tea or a fat burner or any BS diet fads. Just implemented structure into my daily routine and learned how to beat all that. And learn to make training and calorie control a part of my daily life. Calorie control. I need to learn that. She's so fine. Oh my gosh. But that's what I need to learn is fucking calorie control. I love sugar. I'm a sugar addict. If I wasn't a sugar addict, dude, I talked about I think I talked about it, right? Being a sugar addict, you just like the worst addiction. Well, it's not the worst addiction. It is a bad addiction. But you get chubby. It's definitely not a very aesthetic one. Crack's bad too. You don't look good on crack. But so I'd much rather be a food addict. A crackle bar addict than a crack addict. I should kill myself right now for making that joke. And I don't even eat crackle bars. Sometimes they're in those little Halloween packs. It's coming up. It's August. August 1st. That's why I woke up in such a bad mood. It's August 1st and my album's not done. And I was actually going to record this podcast when I was in a really bad mood, but by the time I got to it, I wasn't as in bad a mood. You know, Chrissy Dask came in with the fucking cute ass smile. And I did the Tim Ferriss routine. You know, you make your bed, you journal, you meditate, you journal, you drink tea, and you hang from a pull-up bar to decompress your spine. And I did all that stuff, and I'm drinking tea right now, and it's making me feel much better. But and it's the thing, right? Like, you have to let go of expectations and be where you're at, not where you always want to be, while it's also working and making moves to be where you're making movement to be where you want to be, making progress to be where you want to be. But it's frustrating, man. I mean, I've had this album, like, this album's taking for so long. And it's going to be cool, because one day on this podcast, there's going to be me talking about how the album's done. You know, one day on this podcast, I'll be saying the album's done, and I'm so excited. And it's a really, you know, I know it'll get done, and it's just a complex thing. It's complex emotionally because, fuck, man, I just know it's one of those things where it's like, I'm actually really excited to get this one done, because it opens up a lot of doors for my time, because I have other things I want to do. I want to make music videos, make shorts, make a movie, and I can do all this stuff, but like, it's harder when you really want to be focused on something and not lose sight, you know? We're not octopuses, so we should fucking... I don't know if octopuses can make a bunch of different art pieces with their different limbs. Are they called limbs? I don't even know. This is a ridiculous podcast. I mean, not just this episode, everything. There's no limbs. Octopuses have 8 arms and no tentacles. while squids and cuttlefish have 8 arms and 2 tentacles. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay. So what was the point of this? I'm gonna come back. I was gonna the whole point was I was gonna do oh, check this out, I'm in a bad mood. And now I was gonna go work out and I'm gonna eat and I'm gonna come back and see what it's like to record it while I'm not hangry. Because I don't ever record this really when I'm in a bad mood, but I get in bad moods and I get depressed and I get just down on myself. You know? I should be further along than I am fitness-wise. I don't look bad. I just should be further along. But my sugar addiction and just... This is the thing, man, I get so lonely. That's what I wanted to talk about, I guess. There's just times, man, where I get so lonely and it feels like, the only real thing that makes me satiates that pain or satiates that in some ways is eating food and watching Young Justice on Netflix, and they took it off. Those motherfuckers, I didn't know if they were going to. Oh, look at that. They took off Young Justice right as I was getting into that show. Those motherfuckers. But I think they'll probably go on Amazon eventually for stream, because there's a lot of DC stuff for stream on Amazon Prime. Well, and then I just, it's so stupid that's, what gets my rocks off, just watching. I mean, it was fun. Sunday we watched Game of Thrones. Season 3, Episode 7 for anyone. Season 7, Episode 3 for anyone who wants context on that. And of course it was crazy, and so me and my friend were hanging, and we were eating shawarmageddon, and it was just fun. I'm in a good mood. Life's cool. I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and there's only one side of the bed because I sleep on a twin. I was thinking about that. I was like, do I sleep on a twin? Because I watched that show Insecure. I binge watched it this last week. It's great, and I was like, am I insecure? Well, yeah, I know I'm insecure. Do I sleep on a twin so that I don't have that ping of loneliness of sleeping on a bigger bed, like a queen or a king, where you're like, there's no one else in this bed. So to sleep in a twin, I'm a soldier, and I wake up and I'm angry and I shave my head and I get pissed. No. But it sucks to wake up. I woke up with a boner and I was angry as fuck. I was ready to fight and I was ready to fuck. I'm just kidding, that's horrible. So I'm gonna go work out, because that's that's just something you gotta do, man. I like working out, I love working out, and it's just like reading books. It's I love reading books, but you still have to for me, I still have to force myself to do it. Because my go-to would just be to fucking eat donuts all day and watch Young Justice if it was on fucking Netflix still. But watch TV and fucking... That's what sucks about social media. It's one, it's silly to be validate my life, tell me I'm great, isn't my life great, isn't all the stuff I'm doing great? But what really sucks about it is that you're lonely. But see, VHS Vic, fucking Victor. What's Victor's last name? I feel stupid for not knowing that. But check out VHS Vic on Instagram. I love Victor. I don't know why I don't know his last name, but he's great. He was in 90s television. I don't know if he still is. I think he still is. I hope he still is. Yeah, he is. Fuck yes. But he's fucking amazing. And, he does these really cool art pieces. He does these weird art collages. I don't know if you can really see that. But so I like this cool stuff about social media. and I think there's an aspect of it too with fitness of accountability. That's kind of cool. A thing I like. I also like learning about fitness. You look at people doing moves. There's a lot of fucking info out there, and it's cool. But it gives you this illusion. Sorry, I'm a little fucking spaced out. It gives you this illusion like you're not alone when you're alone. It's like, fuck, you're alone. And like you reach out because you want to like be around people because that's what we're supposed to be doing, right? Or what we're used to is being in tribes and stuff. And then to sort of, now we're so isolated. We have computers and houses and big yards and all these things that like really separate, I don't know. Social media gives the illusion that you're not alone when you're alone. And I don't know. I don't like that. I feel sometimes like, oh, if I just go eat this food and watch this thing, it'll make me feel better. And I guess it kind of does because it gives you like a bunch of dopamine and stuff, but then it's like I have to wake up all the time and be like, fuck, you ate all that shit? Like, I've been doing good the last 4 days. Like, I ate probably way too many chocolate-covered almonds. Went a little wild on that yesterday. But 3 days, let's see, what was yesterday? Monday? Yeah, I ate good Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Monday, I guess I had, that was good. That's okay. So today, clean. Thursday, clean. Friday night, maybe go get Indian food. Friday night, maybe go get Indian food, yeah. Maybe go get some pig outs on Friday. That's cool. That works. But before that, it was 2 weeks of just me eating and me like being like, it's okay. Like I can eat these 5 donuts and no, I mean I can, but then I wake up and I feel so stupid and I feel so shitty and it's such a dumb cycle. And especially now with this podcast, I feel even more shitty and dumb because it's like I know better, way better now. Like I knew better before, and now I way better know. Like I way know more about like the mechanics of sugar addiction, of the mechanics of like gut health and gut fucking microbiomes. Or I mean, I don't know the fucking specifics, but I know like the more sugar you eat, the more sugar you want, and like kind of with anything, and like. I know there's a lot of fucking shit going on, more so than I did. And I can definitely tell too, when I feel bored, I'm like, I gotta fucking just switch out. So I'm gonna go work out. Because I don't want to, I mean, if you watch this show, hopefully it's not boring. I mean, I have no idea. I get like no feedback. But I also am just trying. I don't know if I really want feedback because I just either want people to like it or not. And hopefully it'll keep getting better and better. But I also, like, I should probably see a psychiatrist because that'd be a good thing to do. And it sucks because I do, sometimes I get so depressed. And I'm like, I do want to take, like, do I want to take medicine to medicine beyond this self-medicine? Which totally does help. It totally helps. I just got so angry again. I guess it didn't help that time because I just got pissed. I don't know if I got pissed off of that hit, but I just did start thinking about something, what I woke up about, angry about. But I wonder, like, I'm like, is it gonna fuck up my fucking music and make me not write good music? But I thought that shit about losing weight too when I was 300 pounds. Now I'm 175-ish. And like, the stuff I write is better than the stuff I wrote then, so I mean that's not a good excuse, but I do, that's what they say it does, it like evens you out. Or maybe I'm depressed because I don't have any friends. Like I don't hang out with anyone. I fucking work in my basement all day on music and stuff. Maybe I'm depressed because I don't have a girlfriend and I'm a love avoidant dude that is like way too afraid to let someone get into my life on like an emotionally intimate level. Like super down with fucking genitalia shit, but heart stuff, it's really scary. I just don't feel like I trust people. Maybe I don't trust myself, like I don't know, I think I do now that I'm, it sounds stupid, but it was like 4 years ago when my girlfriend and I broke up, I felt like I wanted this thing. I guess that makes sense in a way. I thought like, oh, I felt like I didn't sow any of my wild oats. And we broke up and I went out, like I read the game and I went like finally started having one night stands and then was like, yeah, that's not great. So I guess it makes sense now that I know like, maybe what I mean is, I'm probably ready to be in some kind of a relationship, more so than I was then, but I don't think I have the time. But, and I also don't think you like use people to not feel lonely. That's just so fucking complex, man. But I'm probably just overthinking things, and I need to just go work out, and I'll come back, pump, fuck yeah, dude. I really will be like all pumped. It happens every time. If you work out, you're fucking pumped. It happens every fucking time. Yet it's still this thing that I have a hard time doing sometimes. Man, I'm a fucking pussy, dude. And I don't mean any offense to women. I mean that in the early 2000 derogatory way that it's meant, not like an actual vagina. But there's not really an equivalent word yet. But man, like I'm just like 1 foot in, 1 foot out on this fitness stuff. 1 foot in, 1 foot out on this girl stuff. Like the only thing I'm totally in on is music, and my album is it's like out of my control that it's taking this long. And I killed a spider before this section of the podcast started. I thought it was a black widow. Upon further inspection, it didn't look exactly like a black widow, but also it could have been another corpse. I mean, it could have been anything. I feel really small. I'm 6'4", and sometimes I feel really small. Isn't that weird? I heard a guy talk about that once. I was like, I relate to what he's talking about. I feel small when I don't accomplish my goals in the time. I mean, I'm going to accomplish this goal. But the fact that it's taking this long is, dude, this album, fucking dude. This album. I love it. I'm really excited for it to come out. I'm sure in the long run it'll be worth having spent the time. I mean, I've done stuff and made changes, but I fucking hate wasting time. I mean, I don't understand what time is. Really? I mean, I don't really understand time, but I like to do stuff with it. I like to have fun while I get stuff done. And I really need to fix my posture. I really need to get more of my stretches in. It feels really weird to do this, to like sit up straight. I feel like a jock or like an asshole, like, get the fuck away from me. Get out of here. I don't want to see you in here. I don't know what to do. I need to read a book probably, take a class, watch some posture videos. I'm kind of depressed again. So I guess that did work in a way. I was like, I'm going to record a podcast where I show a more depressed side of me. And I guess that totally did work. Ote, I'm going to go record. I'm going to go work out, listen to your mom's house. I'm trying to catch up. I'm a little bit behind. And I'm going to... I'm gonna probably masturbate, eat food, watch TV, do drugs, and do anything I can to satiate the depression that my album is taking forever. Probably. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Man, I could have been just tripping off a shook. Alright, so I feeling much better, much less small, ironically enough. I just worked out. I did like squat, leg stuff, and then I did abs on the ground, moving your leg type stuff. And then I was thinking about how sugar addiction, what's your affliction? Sugar addiction. I was in the shower singing that song, which is fun. But I was also thinking about, like, you know, when this album's done, it's gonna be done, and then it's gonna be done. Like, there'll be nothing left to do with it, or nothing left to do on it. I was just thinking about how like going back to time and not understanding time, thinking about like dinosaurs. And there were dinosaurs on the earth, like that was a long time ago. And now they're fossils, and I mean, I don't know. This made me sort of think like, alright dude, stop taking this so serious. Well, it's good to take it seriously because you have to be laser focused and work hard to get it done, but cosmically take a quick step back and say like, hey, this isn't it'll get done. It taking a few more months than I thought isn't going to be a big deal. It's just sort of, I don't know, it's just the thing that I'm, like I can't have my happiness rely on this album getting done. Because even when it's done, then again it's done. And I'm going to have to be like, oh, well, what's the next fucking carrot on the stick to do? And it's good because I love making art, but I just have such a bad habit of it. And I keep thinking, like, well, this is the last one. And maybe that's true. It's the last one that when I finish it, I'll feel that way. But maybe that's true. Maybe that's not true. You know? Because finishing stuff, there's always like, I'm sure I've talked about the kind of that well of sadness because you had such a clear goal and focus and then it's gone. You know, you're attached to working on this thing. And so this is the end of the 9th album. So there'll be so much stuff. So let's say I do that, then I finish the 5 singles, which I'm going to release at the end of the year. And it leaves me with a lot of work done. But what are the goals now? I'm definitely in a way better mood than I was. Working out and eating and taking a shower does wonders. What what are the goals? I mean, I feel like I've talked about this a little bit. But like, you realize, or I've realized, like, oh shit, you're just there in time, always, and like finishing this album, or like, I want to have fun while getting stuff done, and that's cool because it rhymes, basically. But is there more than, I mean, what is the, I figured it out. It's like food, women, and learning how to be present. And those three things all are connected in a way too. Those are the main themes of the podcast, I feel like, 39 episodes in. And those are the things I sort of think about so much. And things that I use as a way to like cover up a depression that I don't really know. And what was the third one I was just saying? Oh, not being present. That's right. But it's just a really weird... It's just interesting to see, like, oh, well, these are my hang-ups, these are my hold-ups, these are my... I don't think they're good things. I don't think it's good to be addicted to food. I don't think it's good to sort of... You know, if a woman was using men as a way for her to get validated, I would be like, hey, you shouldn't do that because... men aren't that great, and I mean, men can be great, but it's better to get validation yourself. And, I mean, I don't think I've ever, I don't know if I make art just because I need to make art, and I do it. But with women, it's like, I want some validation, but I've been with these super hot women, and I've never gotten it. So it's also so depressing to be like, well, this is just like a Band-Aid, but is it, or is it an experience? And is life just made up of ups and downs and little experiences here and little experiences there and peaks and valleys of experiences? Is that what it is? Is that just part of what it is to figure out how to learn to live in loneliness sometimes and learn to live in the boring spots and tension and release and give and take and like all these things and yin and yang? Is that what it is? And I mean, I can be enjoying life. Like, again, I can't have my happiness be set on this album. I can be doing other stuff. Like working out for the music video, getting the music video ready to shoot, writing the script. There's so much stuff that I can be doing, and it's like I just get so obsessive about this one thing. Instead of being like, okay, well, I can do all this stuff and even just enjoy and hang out. And that's what's so weird now. It's like, that was my... I've always worked really hard in music and made a lot of music. I've always worked hard at music and made music. And now, but I've also always enjoyed doing things. And now I feel like my mind is going so fast. Like all the time, it's just like, there's so many things I'm trying to balance now. It's going so fast. Like I just feel myself, like when I'm watching videos and stuff, having a really hard time watching the video instead of like pausing it and doing something else, or pausing it and writing down a note, or like, I mean, that's why I started reading 2 books a month. that was why one of my New Year's resolutions was to read 2 books a month, was because I wanted to become a more patient person. And I don't know if I mean, it's been nice to read books. I used to read books in high school all the time and in college, and so it's good to be back. I want to incorporate all the things I've loved about life so far and the patterns I've seen, and accentuate those patterns while also learning how to do new stuff. Like I want to dance and learn how to cook, and I'm a lot, this isn't super clean, but I'm a lot more clean. My room's messy right now, but I'm even more clean than when I started the podcast, and I'm learning how to be more organized while also being, because creativity's, you know what, creativity is a very chaotic experience, and then the editing is you refining it and turning it into a planet, you know? I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't really know. You gotta just make it. I try not to, there's no way to fucking, and I'm sure other people could figure out how to talk about it, but for me, I would just say, oh yeah, you just gotta do it. If you're asking like specific things, like how do I play the guitar, how do I learn how to sing, you know, things like that, but those are breakdowns of the how do you do it aspect of creativity, but it's a very chaotic thing, so learning to be organized and learning to be like more business savvy while also being just as creative. It's a lot to think about, you know, because I've always just associated like making t-shirts and stuff like that with like selling out, and if that's true, well, I've made t-shirts and they're up on the website now, so then I've, you know, and I don't think that's true. I just feel I'm entering a new phase, and there's more things, there's more memories, there's more pain in the past. There's more things as you get older. For me, I feel like so stupid. Like, oh, I'm young. I know I'm 31, but it's just super interesting thinking about this new phase. Like, it's such a stark change happening. Like, the 9th album is done. Next phase of the John Whites, which is getting out there and getting people to know who I am. You know, because I just haven't even tried doing that. That hasn't been the forefront of my mind, and so it's this new phase, and it's just an interesting time, and it's also, you know, coincides with me turning 31, or around, you know, being in my early 30s, and also just saying like there's just more stuff the older you get, and you just go, oh well, when I'm 40 there's gonna be more stuff. It's like, it's not gonna get easier. Like, it's not, I don't know if it's gonna get harder, but it's not gonna get easier. It might get better, but there's more stuff. There's more stuff that's happened to you, you know? And how do I figure out how to have fucking, how do I fucking figure this shit out? How do I figure out how to fucking have relationships and be good to people and make Here Studios work and make my albums, and it might not be something I can do. It might not be like something I'm able to do with a lady, so I'm not saying it's not possible. I might be incapable of balancing all that stuff properly. Damn, I can get all the fucking depressed again. I was in fucking good mood. There's so much to think about in life, man. But maybe I should be living instead of thinking, and blah 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 blanging, and I'm gonna go make some money, which I like to do. I like making money. I should be, and that's why I'm transitioning to making money as a musician. Why the fuck haven't I done that more? I don't know. Like, I think about it and it's, well, It's the same reason why I fucking eat 5 donuts, man. It's the same reason why I sabotage shit with girls. It's because it's easier to not care and get a bad grade than it is to work really hard and get a bad grade. And I know I've used that metaphor, but dude, I fucking read The Little Prince. I've never read that. I've never read The Little Prince, and I was walking down the road just crying. I was reading it while I was walking over from work, and I was finishing it. And like the last, bits of the book, the last few chapters of the book, and I'm just like crying and walking, and like this hot girl's like getting into her car. She just wasn't like making audible noises, but I was reading a book, crying. It was just so beautiful, and it just made me think like that book, and then How to Get Filthy Rich in Rising Asia. Just made me really think about who I am, what I am, like what I'm turning into, what I'm becoming, like what road I'm going down. This is gonna determine like the rest of my life. That's why I want to work out, because I want to be fit in my 30s and 40s. But that's one aspect of it. What about, life's about giving. Like I was just watching Your Mom's House, and Christina Pajitsky was saying that life's about giving. It's not about marrying yourself, having some stupid ceremony. That's what they were talking about. It's about giving to other people. And I hope like my music is giving, but I'm not playing that music out for people, and they're not hearing it because I'm not going out to get them to hear it. And I'm not going out of my way or going with all my might to get people to fucking listen to it. To fucking sit people the fuck down and force feed them the fucking music so they fucking hear it. Like I heard Chris Rock say, he's like, sometimes you gotta just fucking force the medicine down people's throats. And I'm as fucked up as anybody, but I'm trying to say I know that and come to a point of let's figure this out instead of trying to pretend like we're all fucking woke or saved or all this bullshit. Like we don't know what's going on. Like you don't know what's going on the older you get. It's like you know more, but you learn more, but you know less. Because the more that whole saying, like, the more you know, the less you know. Because now the more you know there is to know. And like, I'm not fucking woke or saved. And a lot of musicians aren't, and a lot of these people aren't, and a lot of fucking my idols are perverts, dead, or fucking junkie, drug. I mean, it's crazy to look at that and say like, well, what? And I don't want to make it an excuse, but I know the end goal can't be being rich and famous is so awesome, because if that was true, like I don't like fucking Linkin Park, but I mean I do like Encore, Do You Want More, that song from the Black Album, but Jay-Z's Black Album, but I don't really like their music. I listened to the interview with Tim Ferriss with the guy who didn't kill himself, and I like that. But I don't like Linkin Park. But that's still what I want to do. Like, if someone's like, hey man, tomorrow you could be as rich and famous and be touring the world and selling out shows as much as Linkin Park. I'd be like, alright, I mean, they're 10-year-old. They had their height 10 years ago, but yeah. That sounds fucking great. I could get married. I could have kids. And you're like, oh, this guy has kids. He's married. He had all this stuff. He's dead. He killed himself. It wasn't enough. Like, so what the fuck? And I know everyone's like body chemistry and biochemistry is different. So there's no way to be like, oh, well, you know what people are going through, or you don't know what people are going through because you don't. But that's happened enough times and in enough situations and enough things like that, enough times like that. Like Chris Cornell even too, or whoever the fuck. And I'm not that big. I mean, I think Chris Cornell is a great voice, but I'm not that big of his fan either. But again, it's like if you could... They have a voice of the public like that's unheard of to me, that I can't even like fathom, that I think about having and that I want to have. And then they just hang themselves. And they don't even use a guitar chord. That's so obvious. It's right there. Use a guitar chord. It's so poetic. Yeah, but it just is like, well, what the fuck then? What is this? And you just have to make sure your intentions are pure. But like, what is it I'm chasing? Like this show at the beginning of this episode, there weren't that many people there, and the people that were there were just drinking, trying to get fucking oral later on in the night. They're all just trying to get their fuck on later on. And I'm just fucking done doing that, dude. I'm done fucking playing bar gigs solo. I'm down to do it with a band, but you can't be like, I'm gonna spill my soul out. Dude, it's Friday. We just worked all week. We're not. I get it. I get it. I'm not upset about it. I mean, it's my responsibility to hurt a crowd or whatever. I just wasn't feeling it, but it's my responsibility to like get those people to have fun or to get them off, you know? But I wasn't feeling it. And that's what makes me feel ashamed about it when stuff like that happens. And it's very rare. But it's a real like pain, like, fuck man, you didn't give it your all. Thank God I have with all my albums. Because if I hadn't, you know, that would be something that would be really painful to me. I mean, I wish some of them were better, or wish different things, wish this, wish that, but I did what I could in the allotted time that I gave myself to do them, and I did as much as I could, and I lost every relationship I was in part due to it. Again, I'm not saying I couldn't have figured it out, but that was like the number one thing where they're like, you spend all your time focused on this, you know, and I do. In this podcast, I talk about it a lot too. Because no one's going to make your shit for you, man. I mean, no one's going to make an album for you or write a book for you. You're going to have to do that. I mean, I guess if you have a lot of money, you could put your name on someone else's book, but who the fuck wants to do that? And, you know, Bill Burr doesn't have fucking joke writers, man. He's a real-ass motherfucking comedian. He's a real-ass dude whose stuff's fucking good, man. Regardless of if it's gonna be remembered, regardless of the impact it's gonna have in 50 years, or regardless of all that, it's fucking good. And he achieved a level of human excellence in a field, in a trade. He achieved excellence. He achieved perfection pretty much, man. I mean, he achieved I was trying to like reword myself, which is so weird. He achieved excellence in a human endeavor. And there's something to just be said about that. That's cool about that, just in and of itself. With no context or nothing at all. Just that guy can walk into a room full of 3,000 people and shit's gonna pop off. Shit's gonna happen. Alright, thank you very much for listening to my podcast of me working through my stuff. Let me sing a song. I'm gonna sing. Next year, I want to talk about some things that I haven't talked about before, and I'm excited. It's going to feel nice to be more honest, and I'm looking forward to being more honest. This song is called Sugar Addiction, What's Your Affliction? I made the worst joke I've ever made on this podcast. Like, wherever it is, it's on here. Okay, so this song is called Your Kiss. And I finished it after this show at the beginning of this podcast. I played it at this show. And I was just upset with how I played it, or upset that I wasn't ready to play it live. It wasn't ready to play live, and I played it anyway, and I went home and finished it, so here it is. Actually, after I take a couple more hits. Like, girls don't want to date Larry David, dude. And Larry David got divorced. I'm a fucking Larry David, man. But he's rich, he's famous, he's great at what he does.
I hold you closely, but you hold me so far away. Your eyes come I hold you closely, but you hold me so far away. And your eyes control me, but your side looks some other place. Yet you stay, and you'll keep your lips.
Damn, dude. Found the right key on this bitch, alright.
You hold me, say, oh, in your lips, they are something. But your kiss, it is suffering. It's been years now, baby. Our routine keeps repeating. We both now want out. We wait for the other to play. The right to call names. And your lips, they are something. But your kiss, it is suffering. So distant. Oh, did a lot of bullshit. And we were kissing. Oh, did a lot of bullshit. It feels so distant. And when we're kissing. Your kiss.
And that's a song that's ready to play live. But I didn't have it ready. But it's good because it got me ready. And I guess for me, I have to try to turn failure into success. And I'm glad that I failed so that I worked on that song. And then worked on Blonde Queen, and that one's still not ready to play live, but it's getting there. And I just want to make good stuff for people. Entertaining, engaging stuff. And now I'm talking about that song. I mean, it feels so weird to talk about music.